I keep getting rejected in job interviews. But we'll keep going, but eventually I'll probably have to just get a job at a factory again. Oh well, at least it won't be that one place I was at before, so we'll see how that stuff goes. Anyway. Bye! OBS chances work just fine. Greetings one and all to the most cursed, most cringiest corner of the internet. The YouTube channel content creator actively alienating everyone, in both the analog and digital world. Welcome, good evening, wonderful dice of all alignments. I am Lunar Diet. I'm a fair bit older than you seem to think, though I'm flattered that you think we're of similar age. I suppose my skincare routine really does work. Oh yeah, that reminds me, that was the thing. Like, this is Noriko. She writes the manga that our main character is really into. One, would you like to see your favorite manga that wrote your manga? Imagine if you could ask any question about the story. Then you probably ruin the story for yourself. Like, if you imagine if you could ask what was supposed to be the true ending of Berserk. Would you want to know? Well, let's continue with this. I still want Dragon Ball AF to eventually get animated as well. I don't know how Akira Toriyama would feel about that, though. But you can't be the creator Cutie Star. You just can't. Well, I don't know what else to say. I've been perfectly honest with you. But you're my idol. I've been worshiping Cutie Star my whole life. I have to marry you. That's so sweet. Please marry me. I love you. Oh, honey, you're a doll. But I can't marry you. Understand, right? I understand nothing. You're so funny. Look, I do have to get a move on, but why don't you give me your phone number? Maybe we can meet up for coffee one day and talk about Cutie Star? Yes, please. I would give anything to have that opportunity. I write down my phone number in Noriko's phone. Thank you. Well, I'll give you a call sometime. Take care now. With that, Noriko braves the pouring rain and dashes away. As I return to my senses, I can't help but feel I might have come on a bit too strong. Maybe a marriage proposal wasn't the best idea. And come to think about it, she's probably just asked for my phone number so she could make a guilt-free escape. She even ran out into the rain. Damn it. I can be so thick sometimes. I just met my idol and I made a complete and utter fool of myself. What was I thinking? She's not going to call me. She must think I'm a creep. I'm a total idiot. I gaze out across the street. Noriko has disappeared from sight. The rain showing no signs of letting up. I no longer feel in the mood to go grocery shopping. I think I'll just return home and sulk. Right, I should check the schedule. Department store. Why tell me about the arcade and the beach? I can't go to those things. Unless it's like a new game plus, where I keep all my stats to make it easier to try to, have better luck. Let's do some work. Hello, I'd like to sell you this mop. That's our mop. We use it to clean the store. Where did you get that? Oh, it's your mop. Then I'll cut you a deal, 2,000 yen. Take it or leave it. I'm not paying you for the store's mop. Take it or leave it. Can you just put the mop back, please? Take it or leave it. Leave it? Understood. Then she walks out the store, still carrying the mop. I call the store manager, explain to him that I think I just got robbed. Thanks, extra research. I earned a bonus. 2,800 yen. Time to head home. Read book. Read book. Starting at sleepy. Schedule. Go to school. Good morning, Lunar. Ready for another exciting week? Yeah, I guess so. Come on, get pumped up. This might be the week we finally manage to transform. Yeah, I guess so. We're gonna go Super Saiyan. Yeah, say, Lunar, should we get lunch together today? Yeah, I guess so. Are you even listening to me? Yeah, I guess so. Are you a complete loser? Yeah, I mean, that's same as always. Hey, finally, are you awake in there? Sorry, Craig, I was thinking about something stupid I did on the weekend. What's new, right? Huh? Funny. My car would be thrilled to know I met Noriko, or I can't bring myself to share the information. If Craig found out how cringeworthy my encounter with our magic manga idol would be, she'd never forgive me. Plus, I'm fairly certain she'd be jealous that I proposed to another woman. Why? It's not like we're dating. So, are you going to tell me that stupid thing you did over the weekend? Maybe some other time. I'm not ready yet. Alright, if you say so. Oh, we better get going. Satomi doesn't like when we're late. Gotcha. School is finished. Debate club. Join debate. Study. Read book. Sleepy. Schedule. Go to school. Ah, Lunar, tell me, have you mastered the ability to transform your magical outfit yet? Oh, nope. I understand some students find it difficult personally. I never struggled with it, but Ray did. Yeah, it took me a while. One day during practical magic class, I got real hungry, and I convinced myself the faster I learn to transform, the faster I can go home and eat. And what do you know what? I managed to transform straight away. Huh. So I reckon you should skip lunch or try it again. Hungry you are, the easier to transform. Don't listen to her. Make sure you eat all your meals. I don't want you to passing out from starvation. Mimi, I was just trying to help. I know, I'm sorry, Ray. It's okay. You both have given me a lot to think about. Do you know if Akari and Yui have managed to transform? Not to my knowledge. I'm sure they'd let me know if they did. Okay, sorry for the questions. I'm just trying to assess whether the new curriculum is effective enough. I know we're rushing you, but should another monster or demon, as you corrected me last time, attack the academy, I want us all to be ready. Roger that. Very well. Do your best, Lunar. I'm counting on you. Travel. Debate. Study. Debate topic. Read book. Read. Finish reading book. Yay. Sleepy time. Schedule. Library forest. Gotcha. Go to school. I've been looking for you. Huh? Kaori, what are you doing in the first year classroom? Never you mind, I've been bone to pick with you. What did I do this time? Me tells you haven't managed to transform yet. Who do you think you are? You think you have all the time to wait for your sorry ass? I'm not risking my neck for you again for you. Like last while, we got that? Better learn to transform real quick, smart, or I'll have Miyu kick you out of our group. She won't kick me out, unlike you, Kaori. Everyone else is nice to me. I am nice to you, believe me. If I was being mean, you'd know about it. Just make sure you learn how to transform quick. Quick, smart. I read your class schedule and saw that you have practical magic tomorrow. I want you to master transformation by then. That's way too soon. And that goes for Akari and Yui too. Though if they need some more time, that's perfectly fine. I will forgive them. Sheesh, this seems a little bit unfair. Silence! I'm expecting results. Now, away with you. Kaori, you're in my class. You're the one who needs to leave. How dare you? You do think I'm stupid? Goodbye. Kaori slams the door and shuts it, leaves. I think her heart is in the right place. I know she just wants me to improve as much as I can, but I wish she could be a little nicer about it. School is finished. Okay. First off, we'll stop here. Shop. I'll buy this book. That is expensive as fuck. Library. Library. Return. Borrow. Magic. Give Yui a gift. A spooky book with a ripped spine. It was locked shut at one stage. Don't worry, whatever was once inside is now long gone. How can I accept such a wonderful gift from you? Truly, I appreciate this. I can't believe you got me a gift. Thank you so much. Affection increased by 3. Spend time with Yui. If I go on a date with you, our relationship will progress to the next stage. Go on a date. Hello, Lunar. Would you like to come foraging with me? Foraging? I need some alchemy ingredients, and I usually gather them in the forest. Oh, that's a very good idea. I should get some practice foraging and making potions too. Are you having trouble with alchemy class? Not so much trouble with alchemy. I have trouble finding the right ingredients, perhaps the recipes, mixing them together at the right time. Oh, and bottling potions. So yeah, I guess I do have trouble with alchemy. Maybe I can help you. I'm quite good at it for a novice. Really, that would be awesome. But first, let's find some ingredients. Certainly, let's hunt. Phew, this place never gets any less creepy, does it? I think it's quite lovely, to be honest. I do tend to spend a lot of time in, wilderness, forests, bike trails. They're nice. It's a shame there are no natural waterfalls anywhere. Or any actual real rivers, just tiny little streams. I think it's quite lovely, to be honest. Not many people come here because it's so big. You can easily get lost here. Most people just buy ingredients, but I think finding them is half the fun. You get to hear the birds singing, and sometimes you see deer or foxes. Plus, the feeling you get when you find a really rare ingredient. I find myself grinning as I listen to Yui passionately ramble about foraging. You know what, Yui? You didn't stutter once when we were talking about foraging. I think you are very confident when you talk about things you love. Oh, Haha, it's okay, Yui. I like listening to you talk about these things. Did you just call me Yu? Sorry, is it too forward if we give you a nickname? No. I've just never had one before. It's kind of nice. Yu. We spend a bit of time together looking for alchemy ingredients. Yui talks about a fabled ingredient called devil's something something, and I swear I could find it. But Yui looked, and it swears out I was found mysterious goo. She refused to tell me what the goo was made of, but she wouldn't touch it as if she carefully bagged it from my hands. Okay. I found the closest stream and scrubbed my hands clean just in case. About an hour to an explanation, Yui's stomach gives an almighty growl, embarrassing her to no end. That signaled the end of our hunt. I declared it's time to go get some food, and suggested we go to the Cafe Shiba. The cafe is rather crowded. We locate a nice nook, get cozy, and Yui seems happy, and I think she appreciates not having to sit so close to other people. The waitress soon comes around and we place our order. It doesn't take long for the order to arrive. 2 slices of chocolate cake and 1 extra large coffee. You sure do love your coffee, don't you? Yeah, I guess something a little bitter to accompany sweet things, like this cake. Why is that? It kind of reminds me, well, I suppose life is full of bad things, the bitter stuff, but every once in a while she trails off, but I can see where she's going with it. So, what would you like to do after you graduate? Are you going to become a famous alchemist? No, I don't think I'm good enough to be famous. Besides, I have something else in mind, something bigger. Oh, do tell. Oh, no, I can't. Not yet, anyways. I'll probably head back home if I can, and work at my parents' alchemy shop. So, that's why you're so good at alchemy. It's in your blood. Working at your parents' alchemy shop sounds like a good plan. Yes, but I might not be able to. Why? What's stopping you? Some of the customers are not so nice to me. They think I did something bad. Like what? Never mind. I decided to drop the subject, even if it's a bit strange. She'll talk to me about it when she's ready. Well, I bet your parents are proud of you. I know I would be. Striking out on your own to become an amazing magical girl with a gift for alchemy. You are truly someone to admire, Yu. Thank you. Your parents should be proud too. You are very special. Now my parents are just glad I managed to feed and bathe myself without their supervision. Yui giggles quietly. But really, we should study alchemy together. I bet if you tutored me, I'd be able to pass with flying colors instead of failing with flying potions. Haha, okay. We go on talking about alchemy in school for a while. Yui eventually tells me that the mysterious goo I found was made from. I went and washed my hands several more times after hearing her answer. Because of Kaori's outburst day, I feel that I should have an early night and get ready for practical magic class tomorrow. If I don't learn how to transform, there's no telling how disappointed the other girls will be. I have to do my best to show them I'm serious about being in a defense group. Schedule. Go to school. Take a deep breath and empty your mind. Focus on the magic welling deep inside you. Visualize your magical outfit and make up the design in your mind if you have to. Imagine what it could look like based on your soul, your personality, your true self. And once this process is done, open your eyes, return your breathing to normal, take a break, and then try again on the first step. It almost feels like practical magic has turned into a meditation class. I'm surrounded by a group of students all learning how to breathe and focus their minds. Sometimes I feel like I'm going to fall asleep when I go get deep into the exercises, but I have to stay focused. I'll never learn to transform with the wrong attitude. So far, none of the girls in our class have achieved their transformation. Miss Yoshi has remained incredibly cheerful throughout the whole process, and she keeps encouraging us to do our best every lesson. I finish exercise one more time, then open my eyes to look at Akari. She's standing next to me, eyes shut, and determined expression on her face. For a brief moment, I catch a glimpse of a blue sparkle hovering around Akari's head, but it fizzes out quickly. Akari heaves a sigh and opens her eyes. She catches me looking at her. What? Do I have some on my face? No, you're good. I thought I saw a blue spark above you. Whoa, really? Did I transform? She looks down at her clothes and frowns when she looks and notices her academy uniform. Damn, this is hard. Yeah, Miu and Kaori made it look easy, but you at least know blue is the main color. Yui, how are you going? Yui looks sick back. I can see she's struggling to hold back a yawn. Were you taking a snooze? No, of course not. I was practicing my breathing exercises. Trying to imagine my outfit and all that. You definitely looked asleep. I wasn't. Alright, what do you feel like you're any closer to able to transform? Not exactly. Me either. It's a tingly back sensation. Who gets the reference? Me either. Maybe we should give up for the day. No, we can't give up. I can't let them know Kaori is going to chomp my ass if I don't transform today. So, I'll make up some other excuse for my determination. We need to transform. How can you imagine girls without transformation sequence before battle? If the academy gets attacked again, we need to be able to fight. So, do your best. Give it all you got, put your backs into it, don't give up. 3 cheers, magical girls. You know, that speech wasn't as inspirational as it was in your mind. I tried! I hang my head in shame. I'm just going to go over here and practice more. I wander away to clear the space field and start with breathing exercise as step 1. I close my eyes. I take one large deep breath. I clear my mind. I focus the magic swirling inside me, the enigmatic essence that escapes my eager embrace. In my mind's eye, I envision a pool of water. A single drop of water falls from inky blackness and hits the surface of the pool, sending countless ripples outward. On the surface of the pool is a reflection, my own face staring back at me. The reflection of myself looks sad, lonely. The reflection opens its mouth and whispers a silent syllable. I strain to hear, to ascertain the word it spoke. Are we trying to hear our Zanpakuto toe talk to us? But it all is silent. Zangetsu! The reflection flickers once, then twice. It vanishes, and all that's left is a pool of calm water in the blackness of my mind. I try to envision another drop of water, but it won't come. Instead, blue sparkles begin to shimmer on the pool's surface. Bright sky blue twinkles of light. They coalesce and dissolve, leaving no trace of their existence. Then the sparkles appear again. They blur together once more, before vanishing slowly. Like magic, the sparkles continue to rise on the surface of the pool. Magic. This is it. This is the magic inside me. A dull buzzing sound in my ears, and I furrow my brow and trying to drown it out. I need to retain my concentration. The noise gets louder, an unintelligible vortex of static that is corrupting my focus. The blue sparkles remain, and now they are growing larger. They circle the pool, rising and falling above and below the water's surface, but the corrosive cacophony in my skull reaches a crescendo. I can no longer concentrate on the magic deep inside me. I open my eyes, and Akari floods my vision. Akari, in her graceful beauty, is standing in the middle of the practice field. The ceaseless noise in my ears has become crystal clear. I recognize it as the encouraging chanting of my fellow students, and in that moment I realize what is happening. The blue sparkles have surrounded Akari, and she is reaching the final stages of her transformation. The girl has finally done it. Ah, strange words are filling my mind. I feel like I have to shout this out. Shooting star transformation. Cool. Ah, the blinding light surrounding Akari's body begins to dim. I can see her new form in its entirety. Her magic outfit is a brilliant shade of blue, reminiscent of the endless ocean or the clearest skies. Delicate little wings flutter around her shoulders, and an impossibly long ribbon around her waist floats lazily in the air. As striking as her outfit is, it doesn't distract the fact that her hair color has changed drastically. It has become a vibrant coral pink, full of vitality and passion. Akari beams and flashes me a wink. What do you think, Lunar? Don't you just love this new outfit? The other students cheer and chant Akari's name over and over again. Yeah, it looks nice. I can tell she's awfully proud of herself. To be honest, I'm a little jealous she was able to transform before me. I thought I had to grasp my own inner magic. I thought I was close to transforming. But now that I think about it, the blue sparkles I witnessed in my mind's eye, they look just like the ethereal glitter Akari's transformation conjured. What I witnessed in my own meditative state was just a byproduct of the energy Akari generated for her transformation, meaning I'm no closer to being able to transform than I was before. I finally did it! Woohoo! Cool. I thought I'd never be able to figure out being able to visualize your magical outfit before you have ever seen it is really tough. But now I've done it, I'm truly happy. Congrats, Akari. I'm proud of you. Well done, Akari. Your outfit suits you perfectly. Yes, well done. You are officially the first in our class to transform. Yay! I can tell all this attention is getting to Akari's head, because she's beaming and doing a little dance. Everyone else just about out of time for day, so please follow Akari's example and continue to practice in your own time. Now that you've seen a transformation happen right in front of you, hopefully you'll be inspired to keep trying. I'll see you all next week. I'm getting ready to head home when Akari taps me on the shoulder. Hey, can we walk home together? Oh, Akari, yeah, sure. Yay! We leave school and wander through the streets on our way home. Are you proud of me? Proud? Yes, of course I am. You did a good job. Tee-hee, I did, didn't I? Look, if you're concerned about your own transformation, don't be. It was really hard to do, and I was about to call it quits, but I was watching you, and you were in the zone, completely absorbed in your own attempts to transform, and that gave me the courage to try one more time. So I focused, I looked deep into my heart, and I found myself in a black, empty void. It was like my mind had become detached from my body. I could make out a tiny pool of water in the swirling distance. So I peered into it, and instead of my own reflection, I saw you. You were gazing back at me, smiling, encouraging me. That's when I knew I could do it. That's when I felt magic rising up from my very soul. I remember whispering into the pool just one word. Thanks. And in that moment, I felt a tremendous change overtaking my body. When I opened my eyes, I found myself in my magical outfit. Akari, what I'm saying is, I was only able to do it because of you. Well, thank you. I appreciate, that. But you did a good job, but again, I appreciate being appreciated. Very much. I don't know whether you helped me intentionally or if the reflection of you I saw was all in my head. Either way, I'm glad I was able to help. And I'm glad you care. But one way or another, it was because of you that I could transform. So, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Akari does something that completely surprises me. She begins to cry. You have been my best friend for countless years. And even now, you're still there for me. You're still looking out for me. I owe you everything, Lunar. I don't even know how I can repay you. Thank you. I don't know what to say. I'm completely taken aback by this honest and sincere version of Akari. Akari, I've always been there for you, but I don't know exactly what I did today, but I'm glad I could help you. Let's continue doing our best, okay? The other girls are counting on us. Akari wipes the tears from her eyes and smiles. Yeah, Miu, Kaori, Rei, Yui, they're all counting on us, right? That's right. Say, Lunar, how do I compare to the other girls? What do you mean? I know I don't have Miu's brains or Rei's body, and I don't have Kaori's confidence or Yui's humility. Where does that put me on your list of girls you'd like to date? Whoa, where is this coming from? Heh, it's okay. If you can't answer, I was just curious. That's all. You've known me longer than any of the other girls, and I just wondered how that affects the way you see me. I know I'm not new and exciting like them, but I hope I have some sort of appeal to you. Akari, you're so important to me. You know me better than anyone else. I can be myself around you, and that's valuable to me. Ah, valuable. I'm valuable to you. Thank you, Lunar. That means a lot to me. Hey, we're nearly at your house. Oh, so we are. Well then, I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, you had a big day, so make sure you get an early night tonight. Okay, I will. Good night, Lunar. Good night, Akari. I've got some time before school. Library. Go to school. Library. Spend time with Yui. Hang out. Hang out with Yui and we talk about our favorite teachers at the academy. Yui claims Mrs. Carney is her favorite. I confess that Mrs. Otsuka has a special place in my heart. Read book. Starting to get sleepy. Day off, what should I do? But I can't go to the cafe, can I? I want to check something. Since it's raining, does work count as studying at that point? Do I make more money if it's raining? What happened? Let's check that out real quick. Do I make more money in the rain? I'm not allowed to work if somebody's here. Meditate. Read book. Well, actually... Okay. Read book. Read book. Hello, Lunar. I'm sorry I haven't messaged you until today. I've been dreadfully busy with work. I stare at the message of confusion. Who is this supposed to be from? I shoot a text back and ask who it is. Oh, my mistake. This is Noriko. We met last weekend. I wanted to apologize for running off all of a sudden that day. Your confession of love for Cutie Star inspired me to rush home and work as hard as I could. Holy damn. Noriko Ito actually kept my phone number. Am I dreaming? Did I wake up this morning? What topsy-turvy world have I found myself in? Okay. Play cool. Don't scare off. Be casual. I slowly text her back and say it's good to hear from her. Oh, good. I was afraid I might have interrupted your weekend. Anyway, I am free tomorrow afternoon. Would you like to meet up after you finish school? Holy damn, again. Noriko Ito actually wants to meet up with me? Am I dreaming? Did I fall into a coma and this is all some made-up fantasy? You know, that hits a little bit close to home given what I think's actually occurred in the story, but I think the whole Magical Academy is the coma. I've got to keep playing it cool. If I scare her off, I'll never forgive myself. I'll keep my reply short and sweet to avoid embarrassing myself. Fantastic. Well, I know where your academy is, so how about I meet you out front the day it's over? It's a date. I can't believe it. I have a date, an actual date, with none other than the creator, Cutie Star. I need to take a deep breath and compose myself. I'll have to be on my best behavior, be polite, and not make a fool of myself. Tomorrow after school, it's too soon. I'm not ready. No, I can do this. I can handle it. I'll spend the day prepping myself, and I should clean up the apartment. Who knows if anything goes well? Maybe Noriko will come back here. Okay. Gotta get my head in the game. Tomorrow can't come soon enough. I get up extra early this morning and gather all my things and we're heading to school. I could hardly sleep last night. My excitement is at a tipping point. If I can just get through today, then my date with Noriko will finally be here. The day passes by agonizingly slowly. The second hand on the clock ticks forward at a snail's pace. Every now and then, it seems to move back a step. When the final bell to ring, I rush to the school gate. She's not here. Noriko is nowhere to be found. Has she forgotten about me? Did she abandon me? Has she taken another lover? Hey, you. There she is, Noriko Ito, manga creator extraordinaire. She's gorgeous, radiant, stunning. There are only 10,000 words that can describe her beauty in this language. I should tell her that. Hey, Noriko, did you know there are only 10,000? Never mind. Nice save, that was a stupid thought. I need to play it cool and think about every move I make. Aha, so now that you've have me here, what would you like to do? I know, how about we give me a tour of your school? I've always wanted a glimpse into the life of students here. Oh, well, it's not exactly what I had in mind, but I suppose we can do that. Great. I'm sure if I accompany a student, no one will think it's strange that I'm here on the school grounds. Aren't you a little worried about being recognized? No, of course not. You're one of my biggest fans, and you didn't recognize me when we met. That's true. Remember, I use a pen name for my work. I never post photos of myself online. So, we'll be okay. Got it. Well then, follow me. So, this is my classroom. I usually sit at that desk over there. How cute. It's just like I imagined. Yep, who is your teacher? Well, we have different teachers for different subjects. My homeroom teacher is Miss Atsuka. Miss Atsuka, huh? Is she nice? Yeah, she's pretty nice. Is she cuter than me? Cuter than you? Heck no. Haha, you'd better hope she didn't hear you say that, or you'll be in trouble. Ha, where's our next destination? This is the Alchemy Lab. It's where we learn alchemy. Fascinating. You know, Magicals haven't always incorporated alchemy into their repertoire of skills. Alchemy used to be the domain of those with no magical abilities of their own, but as time went by, magical girls realized that they could make powerful weapons and concoctions by learning alchemy. Interesting, I didn't know that. Cutie Star never used alchemy. How come? She didn't need to. Cutie Star is already too powerful. If I gave her the ability to use alchemy, she'd be unrealistically overpowered. Fair point. And does Miss Atsuka teach alchemy too? No, our alchemy professor is Mr. Steiner. He's a bit eccentric. Steiner, huh? He's not Japanese? I have no idea. I'm too scared to ask that guy anything, or he might use me in an experiment. Ha ha ha. Okay then. Where to now? Oh, before we go on, I'm just going to use the ladies' room. Be back in a moment. Okay, no problem. Noriko hurries off down the hallway. Come to think of it, I never showed her where the bathrooms were, yet she headed straight for them. There's probably a sign on the walls, or it's just common sense, like, okay, I haven't seen a bathroom yet, and there's that way, so that's where the bathroom should be. Oh well, I'm sure she must have noticed them earlier in our tour. As I'm waiting, I see somebody emerge from a classroom further down the hallway. The person is heading this way. Aya! Oh, good evening, Lunar. What are you doing here so late? Miss Yoshida, hello, I'm just giving a friend a tour of the academy. How lovely. I've actually just finished writing some assessments, so I'm finally able to go home. While I have you here, let me just say that I'm really proud of your efforts in practical magic class so far. I know you haven't quite managed to transform yet, but I can tell that you're getting closer and closer. Also, Akari credits you of helping her achieve her own transformation. To be willing to help your fellow students is truly noble. Well done, Lunar. Wow, Miss Yoshida, thank you. That means a lot to me. You're very welcome. You're a fantastic student, and I'm very happy to have you in my class. My cheeks are going red. I must look like a grinning fool right now. I've never given it so much thought, but Miss Yoshida is actually a really nice teacher. She's very supportive and patient with all of her students. I am almost looking forward to our next class together. Well, I'd better get a move on. I have a tub of ice cream waiting for me at home that isn't going to eat itself. Okay then. I'll see you for our next class. Yes, keep up the good work. Have a good night. That went pretty well. I don't think she suspected me of bringing a girl to school after hours. Not like there's anything wrong with that. I mean, we literally just did we say we brought... And since it's an all-girl school, it would actually be weirder if I'd brought a guy. So honestly, yeah, I think you're overthinking this. Me? Almost as soon as Miss Yoshida is gone, Noriko pops up. I am back. Shall we get this tour rolling again? Yeah, let's go. Next stop, the vending machine. The rest of the evening goes pretty well. Noriko seems interested in every aspect of the academy. When it gets dark, we decide to go our separate ways. Noriko thanks me for a delightful date and promises to get in touch soon. Although I didn't get a kiss on the cheek, I am still counting this a successful date. I managed to restrain myself from looking like an idiot. I get home and decide to call it an early night. Eventually we're going to see Golden Freddy pop up. Okay, schedule. Cool. Go to school. I'm leaving for school. Day phone goes off. Message. I just said goodbye to all the girls. So who could it be? Hello, Lunar. I just wanted to thank you for the date yesterday. I had a great time. I thought I should let you know that you're a lovely person. However, the age difference between us is a bit too great. But I don't... It would be best if you dated a girl your own age. Maybe someone from the academy? But you're also from the academy. You were just there yesterday, right? Everyone's like, stop, you're trying too hard. I figured it would be best to tell you outright so I don't continue to lead you on. Hope we can continue to be good friends. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's just cool to... I mean, one, you're cool as a person. Two, you wrote the manga I like. And three, I really don't care about you being older than me. But, yeah, you're not cool with it, so cool. Whatever. It was still cool to hang out with you, and I'll still... Yeah, it's awesome to talk to you. I mean, even if you hadn't been the person to write my favorite manga. So, yeah. It's cool. Yeah, we can be good friends. Damn. Did I just get rejected by Noriko? I thought we had a really good time yesterday, but she thinks I'm too young for her. I mean, I can't quite put a finger on her age, but she has to be in her 30s, right? I guess something like that wouldn't really work out. Still, why wouldn't it? We're like in our 20s. We're all like, what? 20, 21? So, like, yeah, at this point, the age difference doesn't even matter. We're basically the same age. And everyone's like, stop being so thirsty. But I'm like, I don't care if someone wouldn't care if someone's taller than me. The only reason I don't date a 9-foot tall person is because the square cube law of physics makes that impossible. Also, they wouldn't like me to begin with. So, yeah, it's like, one, the laws of physics make a 9-foot tall person impossible, and two, I am not attractive. This sucks. Part of me always knew that it was too good to be true, but another part of me believed that maybe it's possible. Maybe I could date the creator of Cutie Star. I heave a sigh and rub my eyes. I guess it was a good fantasy while it lasted. Time to come back to reality. I might go home and have an early night. When I wake up, I check my phone for Messenger, but there's nothing there. I guess her decision was final. Not much I can do about it. She said I'd date someone my own age, maybe someone from the academy. I know that's a good idea, but it still hurts to be rejected. I guess there's nothing else to do but get some time. Yeah, I mean, I understand how you feel, man. I mean, not even counting the minuscule attempts I tried with online dating. And keep in mind, I really don't talk or try much anymore, but occasionally I'll just talk to a woman and try to ask them out. I don't know why I do that, but I definitely tried a lot in the past. But I would say over the course of my life, I have at least in person been rejected by over 9,000 women. So, yay, Dragon Ball Z joke. Then again, you think with all that rejection I'd be used to, how many times I just keep getting instantly rejected from all the jobs I apply to. It's like so many jobs, I don't even get an interview, it's just instant rejection. Or you don't hear back from the person at all. Or you get a single interview, and it's like, okay, yeah, no. It's like we're going to a different candidate, like, okay, fine. It's like I don't want to have to go work in a fucking factory again. It's basically spent my whole life in factories and restaurants and warehouses. And of course I didn't go to college because I couldn't fucking afford that shit. So, yeah. We'll see how things go. And then, as long as I can make enough money to pay rent, that's... Though I actually am worried about the future on that. So yeah, hopefully Lunar doesn't, you know, become homeless at some point. That's a lot more of a concern than it should be. But anyway, aside from me being a failure in life and completely unattractive and rejected by everyone, and in terms of romance as well as... Then again, the relationships I have had did not end well. My marriage was absolute fucking hell. I still have a 3-inch scar on my right arm. Remember last Christmas being married to my ex-wife by. Yay for very, very unhealthy, abusive relationships. What can I say? I have low self-esteem, and... But hey, at least I was able. I'm still thankful and grateful to God that I was able to be married at one point at all, and that I do have a child, and that my son and myself are alive and well and happy and safe, and we're both away from our psychotic, you know. So. Three weeks after I was officially divorced, she tried to beg me to take her back. I told her no. Easiest and best decision of my life. She still sends me messages on Facebook from time to time, even though I never fucking respond to that shit no more. Initially I had to for the sake of certain legal things that were occurring with, you know, divorce and my son and everything, but now that's not necessary. Like I said, my son lives with her parents. I pay the child support to them. Even her own parents are scared of her. But, like I said, my son's safe and happy where he is, and I see and talk to him as much as I can. I still feel alienated from him, though. But I'm just thankful he's in the best possible place for him. As a father, as a parent who loves their child, that's always what matters most. It's just what's best for your child. But yeah, to a degree I'm a little selfish, because I can remember when he first moved out, I was spending a few hours a day just sitting in his bedroom, talking to his stuffed animals. Which really isn't as bad as it sounds, given the fact that I'm a chronically lonely person who talks to themselves, talks to stuffed animals in my own room, or walks on bike trails and talks to rabbits and trees and myself out there. But hey, talking to yourself translates really well into doing Let's Plays, so yay. Not that I'm ever going to make a fucking cent off this, even though I could really use money. It'd be funny if I wasn't so fucking worried about the future about so many things, including bills. But hey. It'll be fine. It's just I do miss my son. If I could, I'd give him a hug every single day, but that's not an option. But I'm just happy he's where he is, that he's somewhere safe, that he's well taken care of and he's loved. And he knows his dad loves him, and that I'm proud of him. But yeah. I'm just glad we're away from my fucking psycho ex-wife. My marriage was fucking horrible. And here's the thing, people are like, why'd you marry her? Simple. When I married her because I loved her, because I trusted her, because I felt safe around her, because I couldn't imagine her actually ever being a bad person. I couldn't imagine her ever being abusive toward me or our child. And I was wrong on both those things. I guess a large part of that is that I just went most of my life, well actually, pretty much my entire life, pretty much completely alone. And I've been mistreated and bullied a lot, especially in younger years. And I had a few relationships, but those all ended poorly, and every partner I've ever had, including my ex-wife, has cheated on me. Thankfully, the only STD I've ever been exposed to is mono, which is something like 95% of the human population has, which is, it's usually very rare for someone not to get it, especially for as long as I went without getting it. But I made some happy memories, even if they're overshadowed by a lot of very bad memories. Still say the day my son was born is the happiest day of my life. Very grateful to God for my son. And I'm still grateful that I was able to have those relationships with the women I've been with, including my ex-wife. It's just... betrayal and abuse suck. I guess there's nothing else to do but give it some time. I'm sure I'll feel better about it after a while. And after a while, there are a bunch of girls at school I have an eye on. Maybe there's hope for my love life after all. There you are. Why are you always late to school? Huh? I'm on time. What are you talking about? Yeah. Yes, I guess you are on time. Sorry, I'm always here so early that I seem to forget that time everyone's supposed to be here. Maybe you should sleep in once in a while? That's funny, I have responsibilities. Anyway, enough pleasantries. Hermes Yoshi and Kari Mansion Store. That's fantastic news. How are you progressing your transformation? Well, I'm not quite there yet. I'll keep working on it. Okay, good. And what about Yui? Yui keeps pretty tight-lipped about it. Actually, I'm kind of feeling she was dozing off practical magic class last week. Not that I'm trying to get her in trouble or anything. She just doesn't seem all that invested, which is odd for Yui. I see. I got the impression that Yui is the studious type, so I am surprised to hear that. Yui is one of the top students in our classes, so don't think badly of her. I just can't get a reading on how her transformation is going. Okay, well, no matter if Yui needs assistance, she'll seek it out sooner or later. Let's focus on your own practice for now. Got it. Alright, see you later. Lunch, 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 my favorite time of the day. Ray, your food looks amazing. Did you make that yourself? Nah, this is just the convenience store. They even heat it up for you and everything. Whoa, can I have a bite? Sure thing, everyone can share, but I don't want to go hungry, so you all have to give me a share of your stuff too. Okay, you can have a taste of my soup. The girls are all laughing as they share the food. I just sit in silence and munch on my cheap convenience store sandwich. Oh, by the way, I spoke to Yui about her transformation, huh? You asked her about her outright. Don't you mention that I was dozing off in class, did you? No, of course not. I'm not insensitive. I just asked her if she managed to transform yet. What did she say? She avoided the question completely and said she'd hurried in our class. This only 10 minutes ago, right before lunch. She said she had class during lunch. I'm glad I'm not the one who thought that was strange. Well, I just thought that explains why she's not eating up here with us as usual. Do you know which classroom she went to? Oddly enough, she went towards the second-year wing of the academy. She's obviously only a first-year student, so I found it strange. Interesting. Maybe I'll go look for her and see what's up. I finished eating anyways. Do you want me to come with you? Nah, that's okay. She can be shy at best of times, so it's best if we don't overwhelm her. Very well. Keep me updated. Will do. I gather up my things and head over to the stairwell. Ray, yo, you leaving? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm just going downstairs for bed. Going to see you one over. Oh, okay. If she's coming up for lunch, tell her to bring extra food to share. Will do. After a short walk, I find myself in the second-year wing. I haven't actually walked down here before, so I'm not too sure where I'm going. Since it's lunchtime, there aren't any students around. Unlike the first-year wing of the academy, this entire area is fairly closed off. There are no views of the courtyard. The hallways are long and narrow. It's actually kind of spooky being here on my own. As I walk, I peer into each classroom for a sign of Yui, but each classroom I pass is completely empty. I'm approaching the end of the hallway, and just when I think I have nothing to show for my efforts, I spot something on the ground. I lean over and stare intently at the floor. A tiny red drop of liquid sits undisturbed. What is this? Blood or something? Maybe someone hurt themselves earlier. I can only see one little drop, so it can't have been a serious injury. When I look back up, I realize that I'm not actually at the end of the hallway. It seems to continue around a corner. Surprised, I turn around the corner and take a couple steps into the next corridor. Are we about to, Doki Doki Literature Club this? Oh, God. I was joking! I was fucking joking! Jesus Christ! I mean, I was expecting at most, the whole Yui thing that maybe, she had cut herself and there was a mental health issue occurring. I didn't expect this! Well, this is, fresh. And that usually means whoever did this is still here. I mean, that is probably the downside of people with magical powers. That if your power, one person earlier, they fought a demon with the power to shoot fire. I mean, it would stand to reason that if somebody wanted, it'd be everyone has the power to kill each other very easily. Especially since most students wouldn't have, powers yet. And keep in mind, I'm the person who suggested demonophobia to DDR Maniac 007. All those years back, 15 or something years ago. Or whatever. I don't even remember. I try to remember. I think it was 12 years ago, actually. I'm not sure. I think it was 12. Yeah, I think it was 12 years ago. Yeah, it was 12. Yeah, it was about 2 years after my oldest sister died. She had a brain aneurysm. That was... And then about 7-ish years ago, my mom had 3 strokes and aneurysm, but she fully recovered after 4 months, so that's good. Though about a month and a half after my mom had that, I wound up in the fucking ICU for 3 days. I had swelling of the brain, swelling of the spine, meningitis, encephalitis. Spinal taps suck, by the way. They also had to pump me full of a bunch of chemicals to, keep me not parent. Also, apparently, my magnesium levels were very low. Yeah, I'm just saying, I expected that there might be some psychological aspects to this game. I honestly thought that we wouldn't go as hard as Doki Doki Literature Club. I thought it might be like, instead of like seeing Yuri with like the 40 fucking cuts in her arm, we might see like Yui like just barely cutting one little mark. And even then I thought they'd probably, try to dance around the subject a bit and be as PG-13 as possible. I didn't expect we'd go full fucking corpse party here. Anyone remember Elfen Lied? Honestly, I feel Elfen Light's actually a pretty realistic depiction of, the real world in terms of the way people can be very cruel and hateful toward each other. Heck, if anything, I use stuff like demonophobia or Hellraiser as my argument against hell. Basically saying, hey, because I feel hell is unjustifiable. So I feel those things are psychological, thought experiment case studies that are my argument as proof. Because a lot of times people treat things as out of sight, out of mind. And so they're like, oh yeah, hell is justified, bad people should have. But it's like, what are you qualifying as a bad person? Like, I'm a Christian, but I don't think anyone should be punished in this life or the next for who they do or don't believe in. Because at that point, you're punishing someone for like a difference of opinion. So, I mean, there's differences when it comes to what is... Like, some people will condemn someone being a bad person for, like, eating bacon, or, like, shaking someone's hand with the wrong hand, or, using the wrong gestures or something, or believing the wrong thing about God. I mean, there's so many denominations about so many different religions. Like, there's divisions of, Christianity, Judaism, Muslims. Heck, I don't know enough about Hinduism to know if there's really divisions on that. But the biggest concern we should have about this is, yes, it's awful that someone is dead. Because I'll say this. If you see someone that's hurt, your first instinct should be, I need to help them. But it should be obvious before we don't even need to check her pulse. From this amount of blood, let alone the fact that she doesn't appear to be breathing, look on her face, the change in color in her skin, her eyes especially, the way her arm seems to be bent. Yeah, I'm just saying this. Like, if you see someone's hurt, your first instinct should be, help them. But you see this... It should be completely obvious from the instant that this person is far beyond help, and your next concern should be your own safety. Then again, your safety should always be your concern, whether it's someone in a burning building, or someone drowning, or someone in a car accident in the middle of a busy freeway. You can't save somebody if you get run over on the way to save them, or if you get burned alive yourself, or you drown yourself. Not only can you not save them, but if there's somebody else, like a firefighter, that's going to be rescuing those people, now they have to try to save you, and because they took the time to save you, they weren't able to save the other person. So there's lots of factors you have to think about ahead of time. Though the big problem is this, that even if you are someone who is trained and has had a lot of thought about things, and you even have some experience, it's very easy for people to panic. Then again, I'm pretty sure paramedics and people that see this stuff on a regular basis probably have PTSD and trauma just from being around it, and hopefully they're getting all the help they need to cope with that sort of stuff. Because I know at one point I considered the idea of being a doctor, because I always, from the time I was younger, wanted to help people. But, I mean, even when I was younger, my hands would do a thing where they shake a bit. Not just, one, my hands shake a lot when I get anxious, but also, like, if I'm eating, just casually, even if there's nothing physically wrong with me that day, and I'm completely calm, and there's not like an excess of like caffeine in me, and I'm not stressed or anything, I'll be like eating, and like while I'm holding my fork or something, my hand will shake. Or sometimes I'll be sitting, and I'll sometimes watching a let's play video by someone else, because I like let's plays quite a bit, and I'll be eating like a sandwich, and my hand will be shaking very much to where it looks like I'm like probably on cocaine or some shit. But I just can't help it. My arms just do that. And I'm like, one, definitely if I was going to do like be a surgeon or a doctor, you can't be having Mr. Shaky Hands. Two is that I would also be extremely anxious and stressed out over it, as well as I would be very worried because at that point, if I fuck up, the person might die. And even then, even the people out there who are the best doctors in the world, the best surgeons in the world, they still have people die due to no fault of their own. And even more so if they do fuck up in some way. But even if the doctor is one of the best doctors in the world and they don't fuck up at all, ever, sometimes people die. And I just wouldn't be able to handle that. Plus, the college costs of going to a medical school would be absolutely insane. Then again, I suppose the other day it would be like maybe some sort of STEM degree, chemistry, biology, biochemistry class. But again, I could not afford college. I did eventually work at a factory a little bit after I graduated high school and save up some money and try to go to a college, but financially that did not work out. That being said, our biggest concern here is this. Now, we wouldn't have had this time to have this diatribe, in this situation, because at this point she would have already decayed and had mushrooms growing out of her, with as long as I've just been standing here talking. But realistically, in real life, if you come across this situation, especially with as fresh as this is, our first thing we need to do is get the fuck out of here. We need to quietly run the fuck away. Because at the end of the day, with this being fresh like this, it means whoever did this is probably still nearby. And there's a chance they may have already even seen me here or know that I'm here. That being said, in the off chance they don't know I'm here, I should try to be quiet. And I should try to run to get help. Now, if I do encounter them, my first instinct then should be to, 1, scream to get attention, and 2, to use whatever is available to defend myself, no matter the costs of harming the other person. Because at that point, the other person is definitely intending very serious, grievous bodily harm. But yeah, I didn't expect this game to... Like, I was joking when I said, oh, are we going to pull a Doki Doki Literature Club? Because, that's the thing, that scene, Doki Literature Club, where you go around the corner and then Yuri's there. Because we only saw the single drop blood. So it's like, okay, Yui has mental health, self-harm issues. And we would probably dance around that issue and be less graphic with that than, say, Doki Doki Literature Club was. However, we appear to have gone in the opposite direction, and I will say kudos to the artist. You did a very good job of making a depressing, unnerving picture. Because after all, that's the main purpose of an artist, is to make pictures that can elicit emotion and thought and feelings. And you've done that. Same with musicians. Music is supposed to... And again, we have music in the background. Don't think I didn't notice you, music. I'm a big connoisseur of listening to video game soundtracks, and could probably go on for hours talking about them. A dead girl. But yeah, I really did not expect it to... Cause I was joking when I said the Doki, and and I figured, okay, half jokingly, okay, we'll come around and Yui might have a slight mental health issue, and we'll dance around the subject in a much more avoidant, around the bush sort of way than, say, Doki Doki Literature Club, in a much less visual way. Music's definitely really good. I would say just about any of the games I would normally suggest all have really good soundtracks. But yeah, this is... What I'm concerned about now is the rest of the game going to go harder than this, or is this going to be like the one scene to sort of like catch the audience off guard? Like, are we going to have other things similar and close to this? Is this going to be the most graphic thing in the entire game? And keep in mind, there's multiple endings to this game. There's also secret good endings and secret really bad endings. But anyway, I'm going to go and end the video here, guys. Hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.